Wife acted ashamed at work event. The champagne flute shattered against the marble floor, a crystalline scream slicing through the chatter of the corporate gala. My hand trembled, the sting of betrayal sharper than the glass shards glinting under the chandelier's golden glow. I stood frozen, the room's elegance, polished shoes clicking, silk dresses whispering, fading into a dull roar as her words echoed in my skull. "Is just not available," my wife, Elise, had murmured to her boss, her voice tight, her eyes darting away from me across the crowded ballroom. Not available? I was right there, 10 feet away, clutching a drink I no longer wanted. The night had started with promise. Elise had begged me to come, her fingers brushing my arm as she adjusted my tie, her smile warm but flickering, like a candle fighting a draft. "It's important, Tom," she'd said, her voice soft yet urgent. This promotion could change everything. I'd agreed, ignoring the unease curling in my gut, the way her laughter felt forced lately, her late nights at the office piling up like unpaid bills. The gala was her stage, her chance to shine as the firm's rising star. I was just a plus one, proud but out of place among the suits and their polished small talk. The venue dripped with opulence, velvet drapes framing floor-to-ceiling windows, the air thick with perfume and ambition. Elise floated through the crowd, her red dress clinging to her like a secret, her laughter bright but never quite reaching her eyes. I watched her from the bar, nursing a whiskey, my chest tight with a pride I couldn't fully explain. She was magnetic, shaking hands, tossing her hair, her charm effortless. But then I saw it, a subtle shift. Her boss, Marcus, leaned too close, his hand grazing her elbow, his smile lingering a beat too long. She didn't pull away. I told myself it was nothing. Just networking, just a game of corporate ladders. But doubt gnawed at me, a quiet rustle in the back of my mind. I drifted closer, weaving through clusters of laughter, catching fragments of their conversation. "He has been so supportive," Elise said, her voice strained, like she was reciting a script. Marcus raised an eyebrow, his gaze flicking toward me, then back to her. "Supportive, sure. But is he available for you, Elise? Really?" His tone was smooth, intimate, a knife disguised as velvet. My stomach lurched. Available? The word hung in the air, heavy with implication. Elise's face flushed, her lips parting as if to protest, but she only managed a weak. Of course, his hey. Her eyes met mine for a split second, wide with something. Guilt? Fear? I couldn't tell. She turned away, her hand brushing Marcus's arm as she laughed, too loudly, redirecting the conversation to some client deal. The room spun. I clutched the bar's edge, the wood cool and solid under my palms, grounding me as my thoughts fractured. Was this why she'd been distant? The late-night text she dismissed as work? The way she flinched when I touched her last week, claiming exhaustion? I wanted to scream, to storm over and demand answers, but my feet stayed rooted, paralyzed by the weight of what I might uncover. Instead, I watched. Every gesture, every glance between them became a clue, a puzzle piece I didn't want to fit together. Marcus's hand lingered on her lower back as they moved to the dance floor. Her smile was tight, but she didn't pull away. My heart pounded, each beat a question. How long? How deep? How could I not have seen? The night dragged on, a slow bleed of suspicion. I made small talk with strangers, my voice hollow, my eyes tracking Elise. She avoided me, her laughter a shield, her glances fleeting. When she finally approached, her perfume was too strong, her smile too brittle. "Having fun?" she asked, her voice high, her fingers twisting the stem of her glass. "Am I available enough for you, Elise?" I asked, the words slipping out, sharp and raw. Her face paled, her glass trembling. What do you mean?" she stammered, but her eyes betrayed her, darting, searching for an escape. Before I could press, Marcus appeared, his grin too easy, his hand clapping my shoulder. "Tom, right? Good to finally meet Elise's shadow." His tone was playful, but his eyes were cold, assessing. I wanted to punch him, to shatter that smug facade, but Elise's hand on my arm stopped me. "Let's go home," she whispered, her voice breaking. In the car, silence suffocated us. The city lights blurred past, each one a pinprick of doubt. "What's going on, Elise?" I finally asked, my voice low, barely holding back the storm inside me. She stared out the window, her reflection pale, her hands knotted in her lap. Nothing, she said too quickly. You're imagining things. But I wasn't. The truth hit me like a freight train when I found the text later that night. Her phone left unlocked on the counter. Meet me tomorrow. Same place. He doesn't suspect. From Marcus. My world collapsed. The pieces of our life, our vows, our plans, our love, scattered like the glass I dropped earlier. I stared at her sleeping form, her face soft, innocent, and felt my heart splinter. How do you confront the person you love when they've already broken you? And worse, how do you live with a part of you that still wants to believe them?